comments. I received comments on that I shouted in a previous video. That's like an announcement that you still have your genitals on yourself and you don't know what to do with them. I don't work for YouTube or other, what you may call, social media. And if I'm not being compensated for the injury of the comments to myself, why do you make them? Did you hear me? If I'm not being compensated, why are you making comments directed at myself? I know who shouted, who hired you, who sent you. If you're mentally unstable and you want to make a comment, you can go to prison unless that's part of what you're making a comment about. You don't want to go to prison. Maybe you don't. But who are you? It can't be like it's an email or a text message. When I see the comment, it's not true. I'm expecting who are you making a comment. Every comment is like that, even if it's from someone who's made a comment before. I know that I make chili tonight, but I don't have tomato paste, so the chili's on hold. I have to separate this bag into half and half because the soup mix has like this part, and then it has the powder. And only half of it fits in the pot. Bear Creek Country Kitchen Soup Mix was offered to myself by, well, if Mitch found it, he sent it. And if he said to a shopper, she was looking for cheddar broccoli soup. That's how I first saw when I received it, Bear Creek Country Kitchens. So, in other words, I didn't shop the internet myself for cheddar broccoli soup and select Bear Creek Country Kitchens. No, it was like gifted to myself. I'm shouted because you gifted myself to myself my whole life. Yep, you don't think I own anything about me. And it's shouted that that's not acceptable. I can't live that way much longer. When I am out of the formed world, you're going to find out you did voluntary excesses of evil while you were announcing that you are well behaved on money. Well, anybody shout it over there? Anyone who can see this video, did you just shout at yourself that you're committing excesses of evil and announcing yourself as well behaved on money? Yeah, but I am myself right here. Well behaved on whose money? Because you're not allowed to say well behaved on money in my lifetime. It's not your money if I'm here. It's my money to God in heaven above. The creator of your genitals knows whose money it is. I wonder if that's about half. Okay, this has to go into the boiling water. And it looks like this right now. I have soup mix that is stuck to the bottom of the bowl because I washed it before I started to use the camera. So what I really need is to pour some of the boiling water into this bowl and get the soup mix out. Yeah, well, I can, but if I do, that would be like, I would have to pour out the noodles as well, the dried noodles. Well, I need the soup mix in the pot to boil. So, what's my plan? Well, I can use this spoon. All right, I'll take care of that. So, why are you not cooking for myself? I realize that you make comments that I don't afford. I started this video with talking about the comments. You don't make a comment until you're finished watching whatever part or all of the video or how many videos, because you could watch other videos on this YouTube channel, Charles Toh. And I was wondering if you know that I don't have any toes in the money right here. I am deceased in the stalking problem. You are about TOE and TOH. I have a disaster on my right foot, which is TOE, the toe. I have the nail has damage to itself. It's diagnosed as fungus nail, but it's not fungus because it doesn't heal. It's just like a broken toenail, but I still have the toenail, and it's illegal. It's illegal. I'm saying it right over the food. I'm cooking right now, and I'm talking about the diagnosis toenail fungus disaster, which is not fungus. It's illegal. I don't know. It's just a damaged toenail, and it happened to the whole right foot. And then I did go to a doctor about it in 1997, and she, female, the whole building died. Yeah, she's not there anymore, and the whole building, which was, I don't know, is it five levels building, something like that? It died right out of its address. It's not there. I mean, I can go by the same way. I know where it was. I drove there myself, but it's not there. The building's not there at that address anymore. I suppose the address is renumbered. Like it was going on to other addresses. But the roadway is still there. It was a main roadway. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, that's the soup mix on the bottom of the bowl. I need it in the pot. So who of you think that you can talk to me at all ever if I'm shouted? So I've seen some comments, and I've also heard some people talk to me in public. I shout and you talk back to me in a calm voice because there's nothing wrong with you. To yourself. You actually don't have separation of genitals from one person to another because of that. It is being recorded. You're being recorded. You're not just alive because you didn't die in front of me when I shouted. You're being recorded as to why you didn't die. If you didn't shout back at me, then why didn't you die? If you didn't believe in God, why weren't you elsewhere, or why didn't you die? And it's not me testing you. You are being recorded by yourself. I'm not testing you. I'm shouted as myself. I know how this is going to end for me. Yeah, but you didn't know I was going to shout. Who, what, when, where, why, and how, you don't know. Okay, now it looks like that. I got most of the soup base out, but there's still, like, I could scrape it. Is that what this is for? I'm not a professional cooking channel problem. I'm cooking because I'm hungry. Otherwise, no. But I am hungry daily for my whole life. 45 years alive, it's hungry. So what a cooking channel would show you is really excellent cookware and cooktop and everything clean, everything new. Yeah, and I have pedophile, molested things to cook with, and I'll eat because I'm hungry. But I would not eat that I have something like a purple spatula that I can't replace when I'm done with it. I'm done, ready for something new. And I'm not a panhandler for you to leave a comment that you think there's something wrong with me. And that's how you don't owe me any money. Deceased. That means you deceased yourself by talking to me about myself, and then you don't know that you have a problem, had a problem, because you're ticking off the time that you don't know what your problem is. I am tempted to add more of this soup mix to balance out with the amount of water that's in the pot boiling right now into soup broth, but I have in the past added too much soup mix trying to do that, and then the soup noodles expand and it's too much soup mix of noodles in there. All I want to do is divide it half and half. Are you feeling me? Yeah, don't say, are you feeling my genitals? Are you a male and you don't know how to be in jail? You're a male and you're not in jail. Do you know how to feel my genitals? I'm none higher than he deceased right here, and I'm laughing at this point because my order is out of the order of the formed world. And it's out of the order of this order. Chest pain, I know. I've got it. But, well, I'm eternal, and there's always female genitals on the Godhead, but I've never grown this old before. Nope. I've never had female genitals on myself, the Godhead, and grown this old. I've only been alive for about a month. I can kill it in a month, but not this world. I am 48 years old now, and that is old for what I am. You can't ask God to put female genitals on the Godhead and live with them for 48 years. This is the last time I will ever do that. The first time and the last time. So it's shouted because I'll never have female genitals on the Godhead again, and I know why. You still want to tell me not to shout in the comments? Because you actually need to cover for yourself that you owe me that you died before you ever saw the videos that I shouted in. Any of them. Okay, I need to time how long this soup is boiling. So it says, I have to skip the motion. I'm still skipping motions because I don't know you. Alright, 10 minutes. So the clock is on the camera, and I can't see it while the camera is on. Isn't that funny? Well, I can watch how much time it's counting is in this video, but I don't know. So 10 minutes. Well, I want it to be good. I want the perfect soup every time. 17 minutes and 25 seconds. I know you can see that on your own meter. So 18 minutes and 25 seconds. 27 minutes and 25 seconds. Well, that's me having to do this. Okay, I paused the clock counting of how much time there is on the video. So I touched record again, even though it says arrow play. I don't know if everybody's phone does that, but this one does. It has a triangle that points to the right, and it's to start the recording again, even though it's not recording, it was paused. So now I am looking at something else. This is needs to be taken out to the dumpster. And I don't know how to get someone to do that for me without me asking for it. So I'm just going to post it on YouTube. Yeah, but not everybody knows where it is. Oh, you do, because it's Fremont Gardens Apartments Complex, Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where it is, in one of the apartments. But we don't know the number because that's how I'm going to pay the rent right now. We don't know what number I'm in. Is it? Well, we do, but we don't know that every day. Not when you pay rent, you don't know. So what I need for rent, because I am charging rent now as the landlord, I need food because I'm the one that eats. Do you eat? You can go to prison and eat in a mess hall. You don't get into prison to eat in a mess hall. You shouldn't be shopping at the same supermarket I do. So that brings up the subject of there, I just died right there. Okay, now I remember. The YouTube channel took down a video I posted with a title, which is, I think, why they took it down, but it doesn't know because it's not there. Yeah. Well, I posted it a second time, but the first posting's not there. The second posting is there. It had red lettering about why it wasn't posted anymore, and it left an indication which video was taken down. So who's doing that? Because that's what's wrong with ain't gotta tell you what to do, sex offenders not in prison. You're doing that to God, creator of the internet, and I don't afford it. That's beneath myself, and I don't afford that you live that way on my time. This key, exact fit with this door lock on the other side, came with a different gate key, and this gate key was issued after the other one was removed. And that means this key's been handed out to everybody who uses it to get into the gate. And I'm not paying for that. No, I'm just letting you know everything that you think you're getting for free is not free because I'm saying no to it. Well, that's all I have to do is tell God no. I don't actually have to put you in jail and prison myself because you did something to outnumber myself, because you did something illegal. You want me to go to jail and prison to get away from your illegal action on the threatening. Nope, you're going out of alive. That's how I'm going to say that. Wait, well, if you think it's free and you don't care about yourself, that's you going out of alive. And I'm aware of it is saying it this way. I wouldn't really say that all the way through my lifetime and not be making the threat that you would just take my keys and tell me to get out for an additional reason. Something else you don't want to think about. And that's how you don't think about it. Do you ever take somebody's keys away from them and then you don't think about whatever it is about them that you don't like? If you were in a prison, those keys would have guns on yourself. You could be in a morgue for doing that in a prison. So who's going to say, oh, you look more calm today. It looks like you took my advice. That's a comment on the internet I don't need because I just made the comment myself. Isn't that why you make a comment? You just talk over what you saw in the video and tell me why you're not going to terminate your YouTube service and that you're going to go to jail and prison forever and you will never see another video you make a comment on again. No more access to comments. Do they have the internet in prison? Wow, are you in prison right now? Well, you need to get your internet shut off if you're in the prison right now and you have internet service. You need to fight with the prison that you get your internet shut off because it's going to interfere with you getting a death inside the prison. I know you don't want to be in prison any longer than you must to die out of the prison. Okay, this is unsanitary right here. I did not do that. And it's right by this open soup mix. I don't want it that close. I don't want to be in here at all. Let's just say it that way. So I need to close this up and throw it out in the dumpster because to close to the wall here. So I need to close this up. This has to be closed around that. You can't clean that up. You can't paint over it. I need another place to live because that's shunning. I didn't see anybody do it, and I didn't do it. If Charles Toh did it, he didn't say he did it. Well, sometimes I'd clean up things for Charles Toh. Yep, but he didn't ask me to clean that up. No. Okay. I need to set down this camera. So there's a deli in Wisconsin that I went to many times. It used to be called Mike's Deli, now it's called The Deli, or something else, since I haven't been there since year 2006 is the last time I was there. But it wasn't supposed to be my last time going there ever. I think their kitchen is too small. Well, why was I going there for so many years? I didn't go in the back to see the kitchen was too small, but I could look through their window, you know, like where the food is passed from the kitchen to in front where the server will get it. And it's too small in the back. If I look through the window, it looks impossible. Well, I have a kitchen that's too small right now, and I can't get anyone to give me something else because I'm willing to go to live someplace else. Well, what is wrong with you? Who are you hiding from that you have nothing to hide? There's no one who thinks you're more evil than I do. I am here in the world because there is nowhere in heaven for me to hide from you. I'm not really from heaven, I'm from above heaven, but I can't be there because of what you're doing here. And you're not fooling me at all, and you do it all right in front of me, to myself, all around me, to each other, and I don't want the time anymore. You don't know how to go to jail and prison when you're on a point about to do something wrong to somebody else. You think you don't owe it and you don't need it, and you wouldn't do it if it wasn't right in front of you. That's like you having a kitchen knife and stabbing me right in the abdomen, and I think nothing less of all of you commentators. You are exactly a kitchen knife to stab me in the abdomen, and I don't trust you. You know where I am, and I didn't tell you where I am because I wanted to threaten you that I'm not afraid of you. Come and get it. I didn't say come and get it. I said there are a lot of people who know where I am, and I'm not hiding from you. Some of you with others of you. My address has too many people around myself. So that's how it's public. There's too many people at Fremont Gardens Apartments. There's too many police who have been here and left. The office is not clotured and closed. The banking is still paying money, or they're still in live money because this apartment has not been vacated and I can live someplace else. You say that I'm allowed to leave here. I can vacate this apartment anytime I want, but I don't have anywhere on earth to go. You wouldn't give me a key to live someplace else because I have to be financially independent from what it is to make a key, which is I have to make one myself and be as guilty and far in the wrong as you are. to make a key at all? Can you tell your God, I need to give a key to Becky. I need to materialize a key right here, right now, and I need you to tell me where it fits so I can give it to Becky. I promise I will. I promise I'm going to give it to her. Do you think God would make a key for you to give to me for that reason? Well, that's what's wrong with you that needs to be in prison. If you refuse to give me a key that I need for myself because I say I'm ready to move, you owe a police report and you go directly to jail. And when you're in the jail, you insist that you stay there because there's something wrong with yourself that stays in jail. Then you press God for arraignment and that you need to go to a prison and you need a death in the prison if you don't die in the jail. Are you going to leave a comment? Do you have a lot of nerve to leave a comment about me, to myself? Are you afraid of nothing? You're not afraid of me either. Oh yeah, say it proud. I'm not afraid of you either. How do you know? You're in genitals. You don't know what you don't know.